Hansa, just with how incredibly built up it is, and will continue to be. In fact, if I was taking my own mod challenge, Harlem right here would be the 50,000 development, or rather 50,000 population place. So that will keep people happy until, wow, not even that long. More houses. So you see how not fun the whole building interface is in this game? Oh well, then get ready for a whole lot of not fun. So how many houses do we kind of have now? 430? That's a lot better. City, right, it looks like Auschwitz 2.0. Harsh, although I've never been. Nice. But that means Harlem is going to be extremely hungry for everything. I'm thinking maybe I'm making them demand more in their warehouse. 10-day demand for wheat isn't so bad though. But they're gonna rake the Hansa clean of materials. And cheese. I do not get enough cheese out there. It's not like it's piling up here. So Riga's 36 dairies are not enough to keep us happy, because according to my brilliant calculations here, I need almost double that number of dairies to keep the whole place happy. So I might stop producing clay here and focus more on the cheese. Same with the hemp. I mean, I can get almost all my hemp from Nashved instead, provided I actually bring it over. Ho hum. Also, make sure all my warehouses actually have security guards, or else people are going to sabotage me, and I don't like being sabotaged. And I pay a pretty good rate for security, even in Novgorod. Good, looking very good. If the game forces you to a grid, then why not force you a proper grid? All the roads are misaligned. Wait, what? I mean, yes, the game has various problems with gridding and city building in general. Okay, what else? Other than the fact that I just wasted most of my money. Getting attacked again down here. Is that because there are pirates across here, or just pirate from Ripon? There's a famine in Thorn, which is hilarious to me. Sucks to be them. Where? So many. But it's just some unknown pirate. Pirates and all the naval combat is just anti-fun in this game. Alright, so Scarborough has now been considered a beautiful place, or something like that. Now I must destroy the pirate hideout, and I will get right on that. Because even though it's not a very fun thing in the game, it's somewhat got to be done. Wow, Snickers is all I get. Works wonders on the reputation within the Hansa. It's a shame that doesn't really matter at all. I do not want to be alderman. The alderman is just a grind. Sure, you have a bit more control over the objectives that get posted, but then you have to actually bother with them, and I am not in for that. Not at all. Is that a pirate flag I see at Aalborg? Yeah, it got annihilated. Alright, another charter, the final charter for England. All he wants is pitch, pelts and wine. And I'll get Boston. Well, I want that, but I need pitch and pelts. Fortunately, somebody can help me out with that. I think Toto could actually help me with that right now. Pitch and pelts. He wants wine as well, but I think I have that. Pitch and pelts. And we have wine. Actually, are you selling that wine? Why does it seem like you're not? Well, why can I actually tell that you're not? Ah, you'll try to keep 25 for yourself. Clever. I'm really glad I was clever enough to think of that. Get repairs done. Probably repairs here in stinky old Aalborg. There you go. And with this, Boston is now available. And I will soon get a measure to actually establish Boston. So remember I was saying how much fun it is to add all these, add Scarborough to everything? We get to do it again with Boston. Happy times. But that does mean that, wait, what's up? The Haarlem Brick Brigade. Well, that's because I built a million things in Haarlem. It goes to figure that there's not going to be any building materials available for quite some time. However, there need to be jobs available for these people, and currently there are not. That is why I have all these beggars in the city with nothing to do, which means that these guys actually really need some brick. They're currently short 3,470 of it, but they'll have that covered in about 10 days. Nonetheless, they need jobs. Sadly, fisheries, although I do need more of them, I just don't have the hemp flowing. But I'm confident I will very soon, because Nevsted is building up hemp for us. The salt seems to flow alright, although I can see a shortage of that in the near future. Building materials we seem okay with here. I mean, that's a pretty tremendous rate of production for these things. And I'm looking to get wood out of that other place on Britain. So I'm saying yes to get more stockfish. I am disgraced at how much that... Did they just say taxes are horrendous here? How dare you? Well, let's celebrate reducing the taxes by adding to the slush fund. Haarlem is going to be so much demand just by itself. Not good enough. Not good enough. There, I just put those out so I could get this little jutty out bit. And honestly, that's a ton of stockfish. That's probably more than I'm ever going to need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to be a lot of fish. And truthfully, when it comes to stockfish, that's a whole lot more than I'm actually needing right now. Still, I can always lower the percentage of people being employed. Oh, no, let's not do it that way right now. At least Harlem is a good place to abduct people from. Actually, it's a great place to abduct people from. Good. Anyway, Todo is on its way back. My expeditionary force had everything robbed from it. So let's send it out to pick up more things. What else is there? Yeah, there is Wildcard Thagnus. He needs to pick up a lot more of that wood, because I'm going to need it where we're going to Boston. And then there's the demands for clay, and I can get plenty of that from Aalborg. Yoink. Over to Boston we go. Well, over to the closest thing to Boston we go. Figure they'd give me the option to go and deal with it soon. I'm pretty confident they will. Found a new city. Excellent. And Boston produces, well, a whole lot of nothing right now, but it can produce just base ingredients, but it does give salt, and I am somewhat lacking in salt right now. So if we get wood and salt out of Boston, and Scarborough does... it bothers me because wood is something that I'd want out of Scarborough, but I can get meat out of it. Still, Boston needs its materials, and it'll get it. Unknown pirates again. Where'd they go? Where'd that sucker go? They're just so relentless, these pirates. I am deeply saddened by their existence in the game. So we have Nick and Mobile, who confirms to us, since they live in Boston, they can tell us that it produces assholes. Well, they like opinions. F them. Take that, and there's that hemp that everyone needs. And get those repairs going too. Now where's that other pirate? I know there's one around here. Oh well, first things first, take all this stuff. You need 800 for your goodies. And what's like 400 of this stuff? Good enough. Excellent. They'll get to work, but then People Mover needs to, well, move people as usual. Auto Bourne has stopped, don't know why, get to it. Old Slappy, as always, needs to ditch their stuff and then get going. There's People Mover, he's in Scarborough. Pick up people from Harlem, there's plenty of those. I'm sure Scarborough will grow plenty enough on its own, but it's tempting to just add people by force here. When are we building Timbuktu here? Never can. If I felt I had too much grain, it's good to know the King of England wants it, but it's also good to know that this will pretty much do us when it comes to England's demands. Because I have now established all the cities here, and as far as I'm aware, there's no inland trade on Britain. He will, however, continue to harass us with everything until I buy up 100% of his land, which is such an incredibly annoying thing to do. You have no clue. Hunters do their own thing. Then there's Toto, who I only have because Toto isn't even any good. Alright, Toto, you are being dumped. Hunters, wild card. Then there's the cloth of Rostock. Do we produce any yet? Yeah, we actually do. You can get to work now. I bet you're happy about that. Then there are the tools of Malma, which are kind of there, so get to work. Then there's the honey, which I'm sure there's very much not a lot of. There's really not. I need to find somewhere else to bring me in honey. Lubeck would do it, but I'm not building up Lubeck right now. Also, honey is not a good that I need a lot of right now, especially compared to the likes of pitch, which I always need more of. In fact, in Malmö, it's tempting to shut down honey production altogether and go full on with pitch, which means I can build about 20 pitch places and shut down all that honey. How are we looking on the tools? We always need tools. Tools and pitch. Sod the honey. What's that? 7, 8, 9, 13, 20 odd. Good enough. Take that. Hang on, where's my hunter here? You're just hanging around. But because I've taken the whole build up this city thing, I won't get missions to deal with hunters, deal with pirates like that. Getting pirate Snickers is always a bit depressing because you really can't do a whole lot with them. Their capacity is utterly tiny. Nice selection of goods though. And ditch you over in Haarlem. You start to wonder why people even have Snickers. Alright, but People Mover. People Mover needs to move some people. I think it's just a coincidence, but I've got a big collection of boats around here. So, Haarlem. You got too many people. We could have more. Since the smokehouses aren't working enough, let's ditch them. And pick them up as pirates. Honestly, I could ditch them into Scarborough to try and kickstart the whole city. It produces raw materials, so it's a good place to put them anyway. Alright, I'm convinced. Over to Scarborough they go. Then there's Navsted, which is doing a good job producing me that hemp. Could do better, but it could always do better. Hemp and iron. You don't have a whole heap of iron. I would have expected you to have more. But I think I already set up a runner to bring back and forth. And then there's the mead. I don't even know why I have this. I'm going to shut the mead production down altogether. Now, what is there here? Yeah, I'm going to set up a back and forth. All that hemp that I have, 31, so 310. But when this is full, it's going to be more like 3,000 every 10 days, so I better keep that one in mind. For now, a cog would take care of it. Well, a decent cog. So that's Nay to Alberg, Hemp. And what name do we have? It's been a while, we should take one off of the list here. GTGR is putting Unke, which is a really stupid name, but whatever. I don't make these rules. Go there, go there. It only takes 3 days, so that's good. It's very simple. You go to Naustad, you load all of their hemp. You go to Alberg. You load none of the hemp. You unload all of the hemp. Easy peasy. And everybody's happy. Another pirate, and he's outside Scarborough of all places. He's probably going to hit the SS Master. No, the beer of Alberg got hit. Now sometimes you get missions here which are people that have been hit too hard by certain pirates and they want you to get revenge for them. But you have to wait quite a bit on those. Also, there's not enough brick getting sent around here, I somewhat feel. Brick and wood seems to be suffering in western, well, just sending out to the west. Probably need to deal with it in the east as well. I could make more convoys, but I just think the convoys I have need to be bigger. Well, let's kill you first. And take that beer back. Perhaps it's a bit bad to have the one hunter dealing with all of the west here. But damn, this King of England's never going to give me anything now, is he? But Edinburgh's producing plenty of beer. Soon I need to think what else I want out of Edinburgh. But all I can think of is beer. I have 50 facilities doing it. I could have more. I probably should have more. There we go. Can't go wrong with beer. Can't go wrong with not enough wheat here though. But yeah, we definitely don't have enough wooden bricks circulating around here. We certainly have plenty of brick here, but definitely not enough wood. The wood situation will be somewhat dealt with as long as Scarborough just really ups the amount of people we have here. That's why the people mover is in, to just dump sailors. Beautiful. Very beautiful. I mean, yeah, all I expect out of you is a ton of wood. people move, I can go back here to go and move more people. But yes, my bricks. I only have 3 brick movers, and the one that does the west is only 500 large. So what I want to do is save brick west over the old one, because this new one is no doubt better, and make a new brick west. So this is going to be brick Alberg 4, and so many stupid names, but somebody wants to call it Shippy. Meep Not, as it is, wants to call it Shippy. Is this following our... yeah, it is following everything. Brick West, that's you, you're loaded, and you need to have a lot more boats on your side here. A lot more boats. The demand for brick is, well, not that high. It's the second highest thing in need, but brick isn't needed as a raw material for anything else. In a way, it's like cheese. Still, how many bricks are going to be needed for a 20-day haul? 20-day haul for pretty much half the Hansa as well. It's going to be pretty big. I still think I'm going to want more boats here. 3,000 seems that bit more likely. There you go. Get to work. How about our other bricklionaires? The east also carries 500, but the cities there are small. And then there's center, which carries 2,000, and he seems to be doing okay. That should take care of that, but then there's still the wood issue. And there's the likes of you. Why do you have so much wood? Don't tell me wood drops off there and doesn't pick up. That would explain why Bremen has no wood. Hamburg also has no wood. Oh, well, it's also possible these are just way too small. I mean, he's in Edinburgh and he's already almost out of wood. I mean, granted, they don't have much wood there. Still. No, I just don't think you get far enough around with the wood. Still, I want to check the other wood west, just to be sure. When you go to Grön again, you unload and you load. Good. Still, problem is not enough wood here and not enough wood ships dealing it out. Both are problems, both can be dealt with. If Scarborough just produces enough wood and sends it back home. So Scarborough's population is going to jump up, there we go. And then the sawmill production is going to jump up as well. Excellent. That does tell me the wild card is needed. Boston is still under construction, right? Yeah, well, everything's being built. I don't want to take the wild card out until that's all dealt with. Poor Danzig got looted. Riga is about to get looted, which worries me slightly. So what I do about that is I go and say, by the way, this money is mine. Yoink. Otherwise Riga's just chavin' awa, as we say. Now I want to make sure that nobody is overly full of goods. Novgorod, oddly enough, is, because they never get any, well, anything really. And I'm buying up all their goods. I should probably send some clay just so my warehouses are functional. How much are they needing? 400 clay, 150 odd of not clay. Go and pick up some stuff from Riga, will you? Sure, I saw a thing here. No, guess not. Thought I saw a piece of treasure. Or treasure map. Hey ho.